for either one of you or both of you. Just since the spring ended, the last time we talked to you guys, like what has been the mindset of the team? What have you seen from, especially some of the new guys that have come into the program?
I feel like it's always the same mindset. It's all about the work, especially in the off season. That's all we do is just work. We build confidence from work. So we've been working hard. I mean, our summers are no joke. Coach Storm pushes us hard. Trying to keep weight on, put weight on, get bigger, get stronger, faster. But all those new guys, they're coming in and they're buying into the program. You can just feel them like just gelling day by day. They're all great kids and great players.
Jordan, you've been doing this for a while. I think like when you were a freshman and a sophomore, coaches weren't even allowed to be out there, but I guess now coaches are allowed to monitor for a few hours a week. Are the coaches out there? How has that made summer workouts different, having them out there for a little bit of time?
Oh yeah, it's good. I mean, we're able to throw now. Before we weren't able to have balls and stuff like in front of the coaches, so we're able to throw. We're able to go through plays. Obviously, it's just an opportunity to go out in front of them and then showcase our abilities. And obviously, they can coach us up on little things like fundamentals and throwing the ball and just little things like that.
Yeah, Trey, how does it feel to be able to, last offseason you came in a little later, had the injuries. How does it feel to have a fully healthy offseason and be able to get ready for a season with a healthy offseason?
I'm just grateful, to come back from that devastating injury. This offseason has been great. I ain't having no problems. I feel 100%, and I'm just ready to go.
This question is for both of you guys. Expectations are something that Coach Norvell has leaned into after last season. I guess he's always had high expectations, but with the success you guys have had, with all the returning talent, I guess what has the mindset been like knowing what's in front of you this upcoming season?
Just taking it day by day. We got big expectations, but it's no pressure because, of the teammates that we have, the chemistry the bonding that we have, and we keep, building the team chemistry. So, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. We just got to focus on the day in front of us. We can't get too far ahead and think about championships. We got to start with, we got today's workout. We have a workout tomorrow, Friday, then we get a week off. And then when we come back, it's time. There's no more breaks. We're working and then straight into camp and straight into the season. So when it comes to the season, we got to focus on the game in front of us and the practice in front of us. That's the mindset we always have to have.
Trey, you talked in the spring about, feeling like you left some yards out on the field last fall. How did you see yourself making improvement in the spring, and what are things that you need to do to fix that?
Just trusting my speed and trusting my track. That's what you're going to hear Coach Norvell yelling at me about all the time. So basically, spring I've just been, trusting my speed and trusting my track. So, yeah, that's all.
All right, next we'll come to Zoom for Logan Robinson.
Hey Trey, during the spring you added some size a little bit. How have you felt during workouts with that? Do you have a goal or a weight going into the 2023 season?
I don't really have a goal in weight. I mean, being bigger, that's great. I still feel good at I probably weigh like 226 right now. I'm gonna go down just a tad bit. I want to play at like 220, but having that weight is cool and all, but I feel like I like being a little lighter because I don't want to lose out on my speed. So, but my goal is 220.
All right, we'll stay over here for Matt Murchell from the Orlando Sentinel.
Yeah, hi, this is for Jordan. This being your last summer, really before going into the fall camp, has it seemed different to you? And have you done anything different maybe when it comes to your preparation to get ready for this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I haven't done much different. I feel like still trying to put weight on. I'm up to 212 now, so still putting weight on. That's always been my goal, is to put the weight on and keep it. So, I mean, I've had this weight for probably about a month and a half now, which is good. I mean, it's always the same mindset. Just focus on my leadership, being myself, not trying to be a leader that I'm not. I mean, I'm not a guy that speaks a lot and yells in front of the team, but I work my butt off every single day and show up early, just do the little things right.
Jordan, you talked about, I guess, how practices, the summer workout stuff can be different now with the coaches around. Where in the past with a guy like Keon, who would have only been kind of player run, would have been the only times you would be able to work with him. How much of a difference has that made, and just how impressed have you been with him hitting the ground running as he got here?
Yeah, Keon's a special player. Comes in and works really hard. You can see he studies the playbook really hard, because for a guy to come in and know the plays like how he does, it's pretty special. I mean, this playbook is not easy at all. But yeah, he knows multiple positions, multiple wide receiver positions. I mean, yeah, man, he's a really special player, and we're grateful to have him on this football team.
For both of you guys, the offensive line, I think Pro Football Focus said yesterday you guys have the most returning production from last year. So how much does that mean to have an offensive line that's been together, and how big is it for both of you guys to have them in front of you for this season?
It means a lot, coming from experience. At my previous school, they had a lot of guys, coming back and returning, and it was a great offensive line. But this offensive line this year is going to be special, I feel like I won't be 10 yards short this year.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line and defensive line that's what wins games and championships. Those guys have been getting stronger every single day. You see them in the weight room pushing hard. I mean, out on the field, we're conditioning. That's tough for those big 300-pound guys, but they're out there grinding. Yeah, I'm always – the offensive lines, those are my boys. At the end of the day, they protect me and keep Trey upright. I mean, yeah, those guys have been working hard, and we're grateful to have them.
Yeah, Jordan, you went to Manning camp recently. What was that experience like? What did you gain from it? And how much can you kind of maybe take that and help the other quarterbacks in the room, maybe give them a little bit more training and advice moving forward?
Oh, yeah, that was an honor, obviously. Being invited there is a special thing. But yeah, I mean, being around all those quarterbacks, Drake May, Joe Milton, Riley Leonard, just talking with those guys and hearing their perspective on certain things was really cool. I mean, it's like you're getting around all the top quarterbacks. I mean, that's all you can ask for. But yeah, I mean, getting around obviously the Manning family was a blessing. Hearing their perspective on everything and how they go up to the line, their pre-snap checks. But yeah, bringing it back here, I mean, I feel like we had a meeting on Saturday afternoon that helped me a lot. Just hearing from both Peyton and Eli, and it was two GMs in the NFL. Just hearing like the little things and how they pre-snap check and how they lead their teammates and how you earn respect and just things like that.
Do you guys, either one of you guys, think there's going to be so much hype on the LSU game, the season opener? They're going to be top 10. You guys are going to be top 10. Is that something that is it add extra emotion to this offseason, or do you just block it out and just focus on the summer?
Like I said, taking it day by day, block out all the noise. I mean, two teams in the top 10, hey, it's going to be a showdown, but, he's taking it day by day, taking each game by each game, and we're just ready to go.
I guess for both of you guys, Jordan first, I'm sure that coaches do a big part of this, but for you, like these player-run practices, are you trying to kind of, distribute the ball to everybody or just let everybody know that, this is going to be a really kind of balanced offense with everybody getting their share of things, and you as well, Trey, in terms of talking to the backs and just letting everybody know that there will be opportunities, got to be ready when it's presented?
Yeah, I mean, spread the ball a little bit more, but in reality, I try to treat those 7-on-7 periods as I'm in a game. I try to treat everything like a game rep. Coach Norvell always talks about the game championship rep, and I focus on that a lot. So, I mean, I make my reads, and I try to distribute the ball to who's open. I mean, yeah, I try to give a guy a chance to see what they can do, obviously. They have a one-on-one chance. But yeah, I'm just trying to take everything like a championship rep and focus on that.
Yeah, Trey, you had 13 catches last year. Saw you work a lot in spring this year to work on the catching. How have we improved in that aspect? And Jordan's, what kind of improvement have you seen from him in that?
Yeah, I mean, Trey can catch the ball. I mean, I feel like he's worked really hard this offseason. Even last year, I mean, I feel like he would make plays. He would always ask for the ball. He said, "I can catch, bro. I can catch." If he drops it in practice, he'll let me know it was a mistake. But yeah, he's an athlete and he can catch the ball.
Jordan, I guess a two-part question for you. Could you explain what it's been like working with Destin Hill so far and what you've seen from him? And I guess with so many newcomers and conjunction with like returning players as well, how do you go about building chemistry with this group of skill players?
Yeah, Destin's a special player. He's a great kid. Always has a smile on his face. I mean, he just comes to work. That's always what I talk about. Coach Norvell recruits guys that are just ready to work. You can't come here and not be ready to grind every single day. But yeah, Destin's a really special player. I mean, yeah, building chemistry, it all comes from on the practice field over there. I mean, it starts there. I mean, actually, I would say it starts off the field. You have to build relationships off the field first, and then you go out on the field and you just got to work, repetition over and over. You want to see those guys be consistent every time they run a route. You want to see full speed every single time, because when guys start jogging and stuff, I mean, that's when the chemistry and the time is knocked off. So just try to push those guys to, I mean, go 100% in every rep.
I guess for both of you guys, Jordan, you can start it off. But we get to see every practice that you guys go through during the preseason, during the season. How similar are these player-run practices? I mean, do you guys have a running clock? Do you break it down by period? I guess just how close to what we see is kind of what's going on right now with you guys.
No, it's not like that. I mean, it's a shortened, probably 20-minute period, 25 minutes. I mean, we do it after workout, so we obviously want to save those guys' legs and stuff. But we want to see guys work when they're tired. Yeah, it's nothing like that. It's just we run 7-on-7, 1-on-1s. Just try to make it simple, and the offensive line goes over there and defensive line does their thing. But yeah, we just got to, at the end of the day, our health is the most important thing. I mean, you got to be available. I think I've learned that, especially throughout my career. So I'm just trying to take care of those guys, get the reps that we need. Yeah.
Come back to Matt over here on the Zoom.
For both guys, a lot of talk about expectations going into this season. Has there been, what's one piece of advice you've been given, maybe each of you, that's kind of helped you maybe kind of temper some of those expectations and keep things kind of in perspective as you move forward?
From Coach Norvell, he said keep the main thing. So that's the advice that I got.
Yeah, I agree. Same thing as Trey. Thank you. Don't fall that way.